So I've just arrived in the city of Dublin and I'm about to spend 24 hours here with only €50. And that's to pay for my food, a travel around the city and entertainment. So is that enough to see the sights and have a good time in Dublin, or will I run out of money and be stranded here? Let's go explore Dublin and find out. So the first place I want to check out has been open since the 1800s and has been a must-see attraction since then. Let's make our way over there. And here it is, the National Museum of Ireland. It's got over 2 million artifacts inside and focuses on archaeology and natural history. Let's head in. And I've made it in. Entry is free. Let's go explore. So there are actually a couple of buildings to the National Museum of Ireland. We just went to the archaeology one. Let's go into the natural history one. This shark is massive. What a great museum that was. I think I enjoyed the natural history side more than the archaeology, but definitely worth a visit. So that activity was free, which means I've still got my whole budget left. Let's go get some lunch. For lunch, I headed to a place called Cafe Trivia. It looked like a decent enough cafe, so I headed in. The menu was a good size and I went for the caprese sandwich, which sounded delicious, and a bottle of water. But I keep making the same mistake. I bought sparkling water instead of still, and by the time I realised I was already drinking it, so it was too late to change. When the sandwich came out, it looked a little on the small side. In fact, I thought it was only half a sandwich. So what you get inside is pesto, chicken, tomato and mozzarella cheese. To be fair, it actually tasted really nice and you got a lot of filling inside. In fact, I think the filling that you get is probably the same as any normal sandwich. So overall, a pretty good lunch which I enjoyed. So the total cost of that meal was €8, and if you take that away from the 50 that I started with, I'm left with €42. Right, I think it's time for my next activity. It's something that's associated with Ireland no matter where you go, and it's going to cost a bit of money. So let's make our way over there. And here it is, the Guinness Storehouse, one of the top attractions in Dublin, and I think something you have to do when you come here. Let's head in and check it out. Right, bad news, they've sold out for the day, so I guess I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow. I'm a little tired from all the walking, so I think I'm gonna check in to my hotel. It's a little bit of an unusual one. Let's make our way over there.
So high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right.
Right, all checked in. Let's go find my room. I'm in number 005, which is just here. So this is my room. Let me give you a room tour and I'll tell you how much I paid for it. Okay, so we have a nice big double bed, as I went for the double room. Got a couple of bedside lamps, and the good thing here is fruit and water are complimentary. So I took a couple of bananas and a bottle of water. We've got a luggage rack and coat holder there, a chair and a little stool. And on this side we have a TV and a kind of window that's not a window, because this doesn't actually look outside but looks out onto this kind of open middle section, and you can actually see into other rooms over there, but you do have a blind to pull down, so you do get a bit of privacy. You get a mirror over here, and then a bathroom in here. Huge mirror on the wall, got a toilet, some spare towels, the sink, and a pretty good looking shower. So this room is actually a lot more spacious than I thought it would be, as it was kind of billed as a small, no frills room, but there's quite a bit of space in here. So I paid €140 for this room. It's a prepaid cost along with the travel here, so it doesn't count towards my €50 budget. So, do you think it was worth it? Comment down below. Right, I've had a bit of a relax, so all rested up and it's time for dinner. I've still got €42 left of my budget, but I can't spend it all because I have to save some for the Guinness Storehouse for tomorrow and breakfast. Let's go see if we can find somewhere nice for dinner. I decided to go to a place called Gourmet Burger Kitchen because they had a great deal showing on the outside where you can get a burger, fries and a drink for €9.95. So I went in. I got a Diet Coke as my drink, and it was a pretty big glass too, almost a pint I'd say, or maybe even a pint. The burger was a 4-ounce one, so not the biggest, but still substantial. You got some fries on the side, which are hand cut with the skin on, and they tasted really delicious. Crispy on the outside with a slight chew and fluffy in the middle. The burger had a good flame grill taste and a beefy meaty flavour. You got lettuce in there, tomato, onion and a bit of ketchup. The bun was even toasted as well. And I really enjoyed this burger, it was delicious. Right, I've made it back to my hotel. So dinner was actually pretty nice. So the total cost of that meal was €9.95. And if you take it away from the €42 I had before, I'm left with €32.05. And that should be enough for breakfast tomorrow morning and entry to the Guinness Storehouse, which I'm looking forward to visiting. Plus, I'll let you know what my stay was like here at Res Dublin. I'll see you then. Good morning, it's now the next day. So what was my stay like at Res Dublin? Well, it was pretty good actually. I quite enjoyed it. The bed was nice and comfy, the room was a decent size, and it was a really good central location right in the middle of Dublin. Even the fake window made it a nicer room, I think, because instead of having four walls, that fake window leading out into the central open bit made it seem like an actual window and made it feel a little bit better and like an actual proper room with a view. I think the only negative I can find is that it is a budget hotel, so it wasn't the cleanest room I've ever been in. Right, I still have €32.05 left of my budget and it's time for breakfast. But I can't spend all of it because I need to save some for the Guinness Storehouse, which I think costs around €26. So let's go see what we can do with breakfast. For breakfast, I decided to go to a place called Spa because it looked like it had relatively cheap prices. Did a breakfast deal where you can get a breakfast roll with 4 items, which is the one I went for. And you get to choose the different items that they have. You've got a great display at the counter and you pick what items you want. So I went for sausage, bacon, egg and white pudding. I didn't have enough to get a drink, so I used my free bottle of water and apple I took from the hotel earlier on, and that counted as my drink and fruit for the breakfast. And the breakfast roll was really nice. The sausage was nice and meaty and a decent sized one too. The bacon was crispy and had a little bit of a chew. The egg was soft and it was more of an omelette actually than a fried egg, so that was pretty good. And the white pudding, that added another layer of meaty goodness. So a really good breakfast sandwich. So the total cost of that meal was €5.50, and if you take that away from the €32.05 I had from earlier on, I'm left with €26.55. Let's head over to the Guinness Storehouse. And I've made it in. It costs €26. Make sure to buy your tickets online as it's a little bit cheaper. There's 7 floors in here and I think I'm only on the 4th one. Let's keep exploring. So that was the Guinness Storehouse. It's definitely worth a visit. Some really cool stuff in there. Plus, you get to drink a pint of Guinness at the end at the rooftop. Right, so my budget is down to 55 euro cents, but I think there's one thing left we can do. Let's head over there. this is not quite it, but it's pretty cool to check out. It's called St Stephen's Green Shopping Centre. And here it is, St Stephen's Green Park, right in the centre of Dublin. It offers a bit of peace and tranquility in the hustle and bustle of the city. Let's check it out.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
So that is the end of my 24 hours here in Dublin. And I have to say, I've had a great time. The Guinness Storehouse was definitely the highlight. Well worth the visit. There is just one question left to ask though. Where do I go for my next 24 hours? Comment below. And if you like the video and want to see more, click on the thumbs up icon and click on subscribe to come along for the next 24 hours, and I'll see you there.